Same thing again this time.
We knew this was going to be a good race. Just
nobody in his way. He's got the track to himself, and he can do what he likes. You can see Maverick Vinales at the back of that bunch as well.
Yeah, the only man.
And he's allowed, really. Again, Marquez trying to sneak up the inside. He's like an assassin, isn't he? He's going to get... If he hadn't run wide there, I think Marquez would have tried to run through him. He's third place. Miller is really pushing his luck. Here comes the Suzuki on Miller now. Miller just getting a bit over-enthusiastic.
Bike is... You can't be giving away 7 miles an hour on the straights. And when you get to tracks like this where there's a long...
Riding a very... Oh, Valentino Rossi in the dirt. The doctor is down in the dirt. Oh, Valentino Rossi putting in the fastest time.
He got it slightly wrong. He passed on the way into the corner and he had to sacrifice a bit of exit speed.
Let me ask you again, is Cal Crutchlow, because he's right in touch, riding a really intelligent race, keeping and Phillip Island as well.
He's done that in the past.
He's just a smart runner. I'll tell you what, you're going to pay for that, Rins. When Jack gets hold of him, the action. He's the next man that's going to be up the inside of the Honda. Is it now? Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Marc Marquez goes back to 4. Alex Rins is looking for...
Clearly not just staying out on the same tyres, doing lap after lap.
At the first couple of corners, you might even get taken out in that situation. So not a good situation.
He's
really
spotted. He's tweaked his riding style, almost unrecognisable.
Hanging off and hanging out is Rins right now. Look at that. Sticks it underneath the Ducati of Petrucci. Down the front straight. Petrucci looks at the inside of Rins, doesn't get it. Petrucci stays on the outside of... Or rather, Marquez stays on the outside of...
In the wrong place. Petrucci will be letting the brake off.
Here we go! Suzuki leads! Suzuki in the hands of Alex.
It's always going to be a difficult one to call.
Man with a face that... Alex Rins, and he looks to me like he has got the pace to pull away. It's going to be amazing if he does. Let's see if he can put together, which I doubt somehow with the Suzuki, with the Ducati right in his slipstream. If he could keep right by, as they did, and the Honda followed through as well. So that just goes to show you, Suzuki's still just lacking that little bit.
That little bit, but he held it fast all weekend, faster than Cal in some of the sessions.
Nakagami, yeah, he was, and that Honda, the old Honda rear wheel of Petrucci in front of him. Sorry, let's have a listen. On the Honda here to Mugello to get the best out of it.
I've just been informed in the history of the Premier class, there's only in 1976. First ever winner of the Italian Grand Prix at this track. Wow.
Here comes Marquez, again just on horsepower, squeezes past Rins, Rins goes back. Look at Jack, Jack's trying to make up.
Thursday about Petrucci, sorry, Easter actually, he's had a cold and flu all week.
Oh, folded the front, just folded the front straight up from underneath it.
You don't see me.
Only just happened, and that bike's still running. You'll want to kill that because it's
doing a bit of a burnout there.
Yeah, it is pump motor.
Oh, he got nerfed out onto the dirty part of the track.
He's here, the boss of Ducati is here. In fact, the whole troop of Ducati is here, judging by their hospitality unit. It's so full of KTM in front of Jorge Lorenzo, then his brother Aleix Spargro, Joan Mir 14th, and the final.
He'll go for the win.
Here comes Marc.
He has to lead it out of the last corner, Rins, otherwise he doesn't stand a chance.
That's the full factory Yamaha of Maverick Vinales passing the... Well, it's a factory part, so normal order has been restored. Yamaha at the factory might be reasonably happy with that. The only...
You looked at me just to go, what?
Polisbar, whether that's just the fact this track might suit them a little bit. Look at the way Marc Marquez chucks that in there. Good at.
Yeah. The problem is when you've never won a race at this level, it's such a huge thing that's
covered until you get on the stage.
I said a picture of you standing up in front of the school singing, Keith, and it's not good.
Do you know what? I never did. The only time I had to once was I went out. Cal was a little wide there and left the door wide open and through.
It's all weekend, hasn't it? But it
now has
coming too late. This man's dropping back a bit.
Yeah.
Again.
It's for the podium. Who's going to be on it? Petrucci, surely. Physically sick. And he's probably physically sick of the amount of press that's coming out at the moment and giving him such a hard time about who's going to take...
I follow you, Gav, on Twitter. That's the personality of the man.
Look at that Honda. Looks good every time. But, oh, Dobby's going to push it. Dobby's going to squeeze him out. And he gets him moved out. Ooh, that's a...
And the only way you're going to beat him is by doing moves like that. You have to let the brake off.
On a track that naturally the Honda...
motorcycle. So on those tracks you have to take the big points off.
Like he wasn't even going to make it through. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's the story of the weekend.
Dobby down the outside. Does Petrucci let him go? I hope that Danilo doesn't scoop him. And he didn't. So Dobby's back in front. Now they finish as they are now. Oh, Danilo's going for it. Oh. Dobby, you're in a race. Petrucci is back in 5th place in this championship on 57 points at the moment, whereas 30 points further up the street.
Still on the podium here, not last year, the year before I think it was. Oh, it might have been last year. It was a bet.
It was a real tearjerker listening to him. It's been his
Look how
dream
much
all
he
his life.
loses. Dobby's bike, he
Gets off of the final corner really, really well. I tell you what, Dobby's, he can't go the long way round. He's going to have to go underneath him. He's going to have to force. But
to go. Petrucci's ill. His adrenaline will be flowing so hard that
the face will be leaking. So Petrucci's still in front with Marquez starting to pull a few shapes. And there's that loop is, none of these are going down there, of course. Still, I'll tell you what, still in 5th place is Nakagami, not a long way off.
If he gets that over the line, that's his best ever Motogp finish, and in front of his teammates.
Just wait.
On the straight.
Oh, that's it, he's going straight on. So, Petrucci's got, you know then, Danilo Petrucci leads. It will be the biggest day of his life if he manages to get this to the end. Wait, Dovizioso might be able to pass his teammate down the front straight. He's perfectly placed, as we can have said. Marquez hits the front for the first time since early in this race. Now then, Ducati, what have you got? Oh, that's what you've got. That was very nearly Jerez, but the marvellous, masterful, magnificent Danilo Petrucci aiming for his first into a chicane. Can Danilo Petrucci hang on?
The problem is, with Petrucci, he got passed over the line, so
it will be towards the line. I've got a feeling this is going to be a drag. So this is the Ducati stand. A Ducati to slipstream. It's going to surely be Danilo Petrucci. Yes! Petrucci wins. Pierre Vagello. Andrea Dovizioso. Over the line came Rins in 4th place. Nakagami 5th. Maverick Vignale. The world has gone mad. A new man has been declared top dog in Ducati. A gentleman. Absolutely congratulates him. There will be tears. He's been
Petrucci's life. What a win in fine style. Crying his eyes out there. The sweat's dripping out of his helmet.
100 and
drama.
Oh, Michele Pirro alongside him, the man that was responsible for giving him the bike that's that good. Danilo Petrucci. That's his girlfriend.
That's his girlfriend.
Yeah, his girlfriend on track. This was what it was all about.
Exactly. And luckily, Dobby gets it.